Magnificent, isn't it? No, the thing behind me. Rome's Stadio Olimpico, of course, World Cup final venue, and right now, the spectacular setting from which to welcome you to this collection of the very best in Italian goal scoring. Coming up over the next hour, indeed, you'll see a stream of stretch nets and weeping keepers as we bring you over 100 goals from some of the best players in the world. Goallazzo's the word then. It's got groove, it's got meaning. And if Goallazzo's the way you are feeling, then join us now for our first set of strikes, a celebration of the truly spectacular. First up in our galaxy of stars, Juve's Gianluca Vialli. A man who boldly goes where few players have gone before, and this shot, quite simply, out of this world. Just 3 weeks later, he was at it again, this time Reggiana the victims. Hands up, who missed this one? And Vialli again. Poor old Cremonese, although you'd have thought by the return match of the 94-95 season that they'd have known what to expect. Which is, of course, the unexpected. The final target on the bald bomber's flight path is Fiorentina, and after a perfect takeoff, Vialli stays on course for another explosive finish. Next, it's Juventus and Fiorentina again, and one of Vialli's pupils is learning fast.
Del Piero has made the run! Oh, what a goal from Del Piero! That's a beauty!
Well, that is some fantastic finish. That's real class. He's made the run, it's gone into the back of the defence, it's another forward early ball, and he's volleyed it with the outside of his right foot, and it's gone over the keeper and dipped under the bar. A wonderful goal.
Now Marco Branca in the 94-95 season on loan to Parma and on fire.
Back in towards Branca! They've conceded one now. And that is an absolute gem of a goal from Marco Branca. Just over an hour gone. And a goal to savour from a man very much in form. Marco Branca, that's his fifth for Parma this season. Sensini's header, and how's that then for a bicycle kick from Branca?
If at first you don't succeed, why not try again? Works for Daniel Massaro.
This is Donadoni. And that's a terrific save to deny Massaro, who scores a brilliant goal. Well, Fontana must have thought he'd thwarted Massaro with this save. But look at the agility of the Milan player to hook the ball over his head, over the head of Fontana, and into an unguarded net.
Milan themselves the victims now from a more orthodox effort.
But it's Sosa again now. It's a real menacing figure, Sosa, and he's chipped it to Berti. Oh! Spectacular strike by Berti. And it's 3-1. He smacked it on the volley. And no wonder they're celebrating so enthusiastically. Terrific strike by Berti.
Well, time now to pay tribute to some of Serie A's unlikely heroes. Bari's Igor Proti spent just 2 seasons in the top flight. Despite that and his club's lowly status, Proti has established himself as one of Italy's most dangerous strikers, and you can see why. Next, a memorable goal from a memorable name. Udinese's Paolo Poggi delivering a heavyweight finish. The Cremonese keeper seemed in 2 minds. However, fat chance of stopping Poggi's shot. Mauro Ferrara is one of Italy's top defenders. Against Piacenza, though, he suffered something of an identity crisis, with a goal worthy of VIALLI. Reports that Ferrara has since shaved his head are wildly exaggerated. Ferrara's involved again here, but this time he's on the receiving end.
Signori, he's got Favali outside him. And coming in, oh, terrific finish. CASIRAGHI. What a strike by CASIRAGHI on 18 minutes to stun Juventus yet again. Great cross in, and a perfectly executed finish by CASIRAGHI, the former Juventus man.
And we finish the section with CASIRAGHI's striking partner, the man called Beppe.
Di Matteo to Signori. Fabulous strike. Oh, what a goal from Beppe Signori.
That's a wonderful strike, Peter, on his left foot, but the pass again from Di Matteo, sees it so early. It's a first-time ball.
Rambaldi away from Torricelli. He's got CASIRAGHI in the middle. And Victor and Signori! Yes! It's in this time. Beppe Signori. Terrific strike. Well, he's been threatening to score all afternoon, and Signori at last has his reward.
Wow, some fine lone profiteers there. Now, though, from individual capitalism, we turn to the triumph of the collective spirit. Our first example of living in harmony comes from the Marassi Stadium in Genoa, and a slickly choreographed five-man move. Take that and party, says Roberto Onorati. Reggiana on the receiving end there. Here they hit back with a goal of their own. "50 yards, 3 touches, and from start to finish, the ball bounces just once into the net." Well, now Torino carve apart Sampdoria. Ruggero Rizzitelli's finish speaks for itself. Sampdoria bewildered by that move. Here, though, they produce one of their own as Roberto Mancini and Enrico Chiesa combine to devastating effect. Next up, Parma, and after a pair of 1-2s, Gabriele Pin becomes more single-minded, showing why he's one of Italian football's most underrated talents. To follow, another exquisite move from Parma.
And this is Mussi. And here's an opportunity. Zola, lovely dummy. Oh, what a goal for Parma. Cripper makes it 2-0. But that was a real picture book goal by the home side.
Also getting into the communal spirit were Roma, the beneficiary here, ABEL BALBO.
It's 2 against 2 at the moment. This is Totti. Back to Balbo! And that's his hat-trick. Oh, what a fine ball back from Totti. Balbo made the angle for the cutback, and he makes it 3-1.
Giannini. Such good running from Fonseca. Balbo in the middle. Fonseca's cross. Balbo! Oh, sweetly done.
Superb. I mean, he's looked up there and seen him, and had a great ball played for him. Just a matter of getting his foot to it, which he did, and there it was in the back of the net, 3-0.
Juve caught out there. Usually, though, it's the other way around.
Ravanelli again. Baggio. Musi was there with him. This is Deschamps! And it's 2! Again, such enterprising approach play by Juventus, and it's Didier Deschamps with his first goal in Serie A for Juventus.
See if you can keep up with the speed of this next move from Lazio. Sampdoria couldn't.
Here's Signori now, an intelligent pass. CASIRAGHI's let it run on, and here's Vinta! 4-1, Aaron Vinta. Beautiful goal. That's Lazio at their best there. An incisive attack finished in style by Aaron Vinta.
Our final selection in this section shows how comfortably the World Player of the Year fits into the Milan plan.
Where? Simone, where again? Almost got through, he has! Super goal from George Weah. I thought he'd lost control of it then, but a little burst of pace, and he was in there. With 14 minutes gone, Milan, remarkably, have a 2-goal lead. That cost a quarter. Good movement from Savicevic and from Weah. This is Baggio. Weah! Oh, great goal from George Weah. The FIFA World Player of the Year is back with a vengeance.
Great stuff, and now from the teamwork section it's time to find out exactly what length Serie A stars will go to in search of individual glory. And here, like a benevolent cabbie, distance is no object. Sampdoria's Alberto Giovanni has a plan. It's a long shot, but it just might work. Luigi Di Biagio is slightly less decisive, but still gives Samp a taste of their own medicine. Now, water sports in Padua. Brescia keeper Marco Ballotta goes off the deep end, but the ball gets caught in the shallows, and Padua's Maurizio Coppola goes for some long-distance freestyle. What a splashing goal. Here, Fabrizio Ravanelli of Juve goes out on a limb. Ravanelli using his right arm and left leg to fashion a spectacular goal. And now a man who's made a real impression since his arrival in Italy. Brazil's Roberto Carlos may be a fullback, but going forward he's got one of the deadliest shots in world football. And if you like that, how about this?
This is Gans. Roberto Carlos is on the edge of the box. Oh, it's a stunning goal! What a strike by Roberto Carlos. And they've said that Roberto Carlos just uses his right foot for standing on. Well, that's not the case. It was an awesome strike.
Sampdoria's Enrico Chiesa is one of the most promising young talents in calcio. Whilst on loan to Cremonese in 94-95, he scored the goals which kept the club in Serie A. This was one of the best. Now he's back at Sampdoria, Chiesa has continued to confirm his promise.
Chiesa, more danger for Juventus, and a goal! Oh, an astonishing strike then by Chiesa. Well, Lippi can't believe it, I don't think anybody can. The angle looked impossible.
Yeah. I mean, when we first saw it, I thought, oh, he's sticking the cross in for Karambeu. But no, he's had a shot. And somehow he squeezed it in to that near post. Peruzzi definitely got a hand to it, but seemed to palm his into the goal.
Here, a prime example of getting off on a good footing. That was 21-year-old Antonino Bernardini's first ever Serie A goal. Now a man with a real nose for a goal, the Condor, better known as Napoli's Massimo Agostini. Watch this one take flight. Udinese on the receiving end again here. Davide Fontelan supplied the finish. England and Ilford's Paul Ince supplied the pass and the comedy follow-up. Vicenza are one of Italy's top home sides. Away from home it's a completely different matter, so this late equaliser from Gabriel Ambrosetti in Genoa are predictably hysterical consequences. Ambrosetti again now in the more comforting surroundings of Vicenza's compact Romeo Menti Stadium. Home or away though, it's the same result. Desperate times now for Lazio, the dying seconds at Udinese and a goal down. They needed something special and Diego Fusea supplied it. This shot nearly made it into the free kick section. Still, Sinisa Mihajlovic wasn't to be denied. Nothing Fortunato about this one. And finally, Gianluca Vialli and a strike which would have gone in from any distance.
That's Ravanelli's cross off Vialli! What a strike by Gianluca Vialli, that's his hat-trick. A venomous drive by Vialli. Ravanelli, who supplied the pass right into his path and struck so clinically past Duardo by Vialli.
Some unbelievable goals there, and more indeed to follow now, because it's time to pay tribute to a man who, during his 4 years in Italy, was the scourge of bus drivers, a friend to adult movie actresses, and no stranger to the police. His name, Faustino Asprilla, and as English fans are now finding out, like many a troubled individual, he's also a bit of a genius. Our first goal is rather tame by Tino's standards. A wild volley, a happy deflection, and the trademark long-legged leap past a desperate challenge. Too hot to handle in every sense. Time now, though, to let Tino's feet do the talking, with the able assistance of Peter Brackley and first Gary Bloom.
Here's Pin, picking out Asprilla. This is a terrific run and a terrific goal. It was a marvellous counter-attack by Parma, as Asprilla brushed aside Andre Cruz and sent the ball wide of Taglialatella in the Napoli goal.
Away comes Pin. Now Zola. Managing to evade the challenge from Signori. He's got Benarivo outside him. Asprilla through the middle here. Asprilla with the shots! Oh, magnificent goal!
Well, that's a candidate for goal of the season. I actually think Zola's ball into him, Peter, was probably meant for the wide man, but Asprilla got it down immediately, and he's hit an unstoppable volley with his left foot. What a goal!
Off goes Zola now. Super skill by Zola. Asprilla. Deceiving Rossi. Good effort too, well saved by Zenga. In goes Zola. Flat was with him. Is Asprilla! It's two! Fabulous goal! Zola and Asprilla tormenting Sampdoria there. Almost at the halfway stage in the first half, and they have now the cushion of the second goal. Zenga, who saved well initially, but couldn't keep out the second one from Faustino Asprilla.
Zola will take it. This is Cripper. Asprilla, oh, sensational goal! Parma have the lead 8 minutes from half-time. And Asprilla delights the fans with a quite audacious piece of skill.
So farewell then Tino, we won't see his like in Italy again. Having said that, there's still plenty of players capable of producing moments of individual brilliance, and by lucky hap, here now are a few examples. Fullback Franco Gabrielli had never scored in Serie A before this effort against Milan, who were then the reigning champions. There's nothing like the first time. What have the Romanians ever done for us? Asks the Brescia fans. Nothing, apart from the occasional match-winning goal, answers Danut Lupu before retiring to the sidelines for a cuddle. Next up, a couple of key individual moments from a title-winning season for Juventus.
Oh, it's a wonder goal from Del Piero! This was astonishing. He could well have won the game for Juventus. Well, they're saying that a talent like Del Piero only comes along once every 15 years. You can begin to believe it when you see a goal like this. Vialli, wrong foot's Viekovod. It's still Vialli. Oh, it's a fabulous goal! It comes with 11 minutes left, and it could be good enough to win this game. What a homecoming for Gianluca Vialli, the player who spent 8 seasons with Sampdoria and whose goals took them to the championship.
Inter's Uruguayan star Ruben Sosa now plays in Germany, but the Genoa defence will never forget him. Another Inter goal now as Alessandro Bianchi plays keepy-uppy with the Sampdoria defence. Now Bari's Francesco Pedoni, a player who flicks the kick. From right to left in one easy move. We've already seen Enrico Chiesa score against Juve, but like any great performer, he saved the best until last.
Chiesa, the man whose goal separates the teams, and it's now by 2. Superb finish by Chiesa. 5 goals in 2 games. And it was taken so well by Chiesa.
A personal favourite now, and it's Chiesa again, making the very most of a mishit long ball. We've seen this man before as well. Serie A's defences are wishing they hadn't.
Iranio. Ware. Slipping it through, still George Ware. Fabulous play! What a goal from George Ware. A moment to savour from the new African Player of the Year. He's had by his very high standards a quiet match, but exploded then with a goal that, well, you would think now has won maximum points for Milan.
2 goals now from the Parma defence. First, Alberto De Chiara goes walkabout. A month later, Antonio Benarivo was standing in for De Chiara at left back and decided to get a bit of the action himself. Marathon man Benarivo ran all of 70 yards here. This was the first goal of the 95-96 season. It came just 3 minutes into the southern derby between Bari and Napoli, to the delight of all those working on Bari's chain gang. Proti won 1,000 bottles of wine plonking this one in the net, and since then he's delivered a few more vintage goals.
Proti, oh, splendid goal! What a strike by Igor Proti! And look at the swerve on the ball. It seemed to go right through Pagliuca.
Time now for another soloist who for the last couple of years has dominated the Serie A scoring charts. He is Gabriel Batistuta. The Fiorentina fans love him so much they erected a statue to him, and here indeed are some of the more monumental moments from Batigol's bulging portfolio. In a mercenary age, most people expected Gabriel Batistuta to leave Fiorentina after their shock relegation to Serie B in 1993. Instead, the Argentine star stayed on, scoring 16 league goals along the way. Since returning to Serie A, Batistuta has proved he's one of the world's greatest strikers. In 5 seasons with Fiorentina, he's scored over 100 goals and become the stuff of legends. Batistuta indeed has it all, lethal on the ground, deadly too in the air. In his first season back in Serie A, the man they call Batigol finished as the league's leading striker, and with 26 goals equalled the club's best ever individual tally in the division. That was just one of a series of records.
Batistuta is allowed to turn and score! He's equalled the record. He's scored in 10 consecutive Serie A games. It was courtesy of some slack defending, but Gabriel Batistuta won't mind that.
Piacentini now. Rui Costa, elegantly through, Batistuta! Oh, that's a super goal by Batistuta, and created wonderfully for him by the imagination, the guile and the subtlety of Rui Costa. Schwartz getting away from it, now Rui Costa. He's got Robbiati here. Batistuta in the middle, good work from Robbiati. In goes Batistuta! Great header, great header.
There it is. First time anybody really arrived at the back post, and Batistuta finished that superbly, didn't he?
66 minutes gone, and Batistuta, Batigol, has struck again for Fiorentina. It's Rui Costa now for Fiorentina. Piacentini. This is Batistuta. Oh, terrific goal from Gabriel Batistuta. And it left Luca Mondini, the goalkeeper of Vicenza, motionless on his line. He drove that one in with such venom then, Batistuta.
Tois is available. This is Rui Costa. Batistuta calling for the ball. This is Batistuta. Oh my goodness. That is a class goal. It's his 100th goal for Fiorentina. I doubt whether he's scored many better than this. And Baiano breaks here. Batistuta is arriving. And Batistuta through on goal. Oh, what a goal by Batistuta. Surely Fiorentina have booked their place in the final. It's his 6th goal in the Italian Cup this season. He scored all 3 goals in Fiorentina's first leg victory, and he's done it again.
Here is Batistuta. Oh, fabulous goal.
Magnificent. Right, it was just a matter of time, I think, when they were going to get a goal from one of these free kicks they've been given away at the edge of the box, and a fantastic finish from Batistuta there.
Batistuta, now Rui Costa. Such intelligent distribution then. Kardashiali. Batistuta, is this going to be number 2? Oh, what a strike by Gabriel Batistuta. 75 minutes gone. That's another fabulous goal by the Argentine international.
Fantastic finishing. I mean, that is truly shows a man at his form. I mean, he's so confident there. One touch, second touch in the back of the net. Absolutely superb finishing.
Dinner. Batty girl. Well, now from Florence's Angel Gabriel, it's time to turn to our header section and a bit of Bont-based brilliance. Vicenza bought Marcelo Otero from Penarol, one of Uruguay's top club sides. Now, as we all know, Uruguayans have a certain reputation. However, the diving here is of an altogether more conventional nature, and the only thing being hit is the back of the net. This next one is a classic example of timing. Despite the attention of two Cagliari defenders, Filippo Maniero judges the cross perfectly before having a bit of a knees up. Next, two goals from a player that you wouldn't normally associate with aerial prowess, and that's Juve's Vladimir Jugovic. In the Coppa Italia, he's a high-flying guy. Back in the league, it's a low-altitude finish.
Pisotto mix up with Del Piero. Jugovic! Oh, smashing goal by Juventus. And whatever Cagliari could manage, Juventus can equal. That's a wonderful cross by Pisotto and a marvellous diving header.
Next, two classic strikers' goals from the San Siro.
Simone with a cross. Oh, terrific goal.
Magnificent header from Massaro. Fantastic goal.
Absolutely brilliant header. Now here's a chance, and right into the corner from Stroppa. And the lander back in it. Giovanni Stroppa.
Fabrizio Ravanelli and Gianluca Vialli combine now to devastating effect. Not once, but twice.
Ravanelli towards Vialli. Great header by Vialli, and Juventus are right back in the game. Vialli, it's a good ball in, and a goal, Ravanelli! Terrific header!
Look at that, he wanted to score that, Ravanelli. That was a fantastic goal.
Our apologies to Parma, because they're again the victims here.
Chance and a goal! FONSECA!
Fantastic cross.
FONSECA with a header.
And our final goal in this section is proof positive that fortune favours the brave. 2 minutes to go, 2 goals all, and George Weah sees a chance to win the game. It looks even worse on the replay. Thankfully, though, Weah wasn't seriously injured. Time now for a band of players who can bring games to life with a dead ball, and for whom no obstacle is insuperable. And Sandro Tovaglieri is our first Power Ranger. Next in the geometric progression, ABEL BALBO, who judges his angles to perfection. The Foggia defenders didn't look too keen on charging this shot down. Fair enough, really. Time now to forget the subtlety, as Bari's Lorenzo Amoruso gives the ball a good old-fashioned kicking. Equally ballistic is Lazio's Beppe Signori. Our next left foot forward is one of the most powerful in world football and belongs to super sub Sinisa Mihajlovic. Take a look at the faces in this Lazio wall. They just know what's going to happen.
Mihailovic lining up the free kick. It's an excellent 1-2, and Mihailovic has scored just 7 minutes gone. It arrowed past Luca Marchigiani.
Now a South American who goes to ridiculous lengths to get some attention. Look at me, says Roberto Carlos. A sunny day in Bergamo, and the clouds lift for moody old Hristo Stoichkov. A casual shot this on his Serie A debut. Now here's one of Serie A's unsung dead ball specialists. As he may note from his squad number, Anselmo Robbiati isn't a first-team regular at Fiorentina. Not yet, anyway. Straight into the top left corner here, but for Anselmo, as you'll see now, variety is the spice of a free-kicking life.
Here is Robbiati. Oh! What a strike by Robbiati! And Fiorentina are back in contention. The substitution has paid off. Robbiati for Fiorentina.
Here's another super sub, Juve's Michele Padovano, trying his luck from distance.
This is Padovano, and that's a goal! And Padovano, who scored the winning goal against Real Madrid in midweek, has done it again. It might have taken a deflection on its way through to goal, but the author of the goal is Padovano. 1-0 to Juventus.
Our final free kick needs little additional comment. However, it does need a replay, so here's what happened. Excellent. Well, now from free kicks to free spirits, as in our final fragrance section, we played tribute to the Serie A glamour boys, the players who can turn an entire game with just one moment of individual brilliance. Ladies and gentlemen, the artisti, the artists. Firstly, proof positive that good things do come in small packages. Parma paid Napoli around £5 million for the services of Gianfranco Zola in the summer of '93. Ever since, the little Sardinian has been conjuring up moments like this.
Branca turning the ball on here to Zola. Oh, Zola scored! It surely is a match-winning goal by Gianfranco Zola. Stoichkov. Grippa. This is Zola. Oh, that's a terrific goal by Zola. Well, it needed something special to break down into, and Parma have it now through arguably the most talented player, Gianfranco Zola.
The man who inherited Napoli's famous number 10 jersey from Zola was one Benito Carboni, another slightly built player capable of creating something from nothing, rather like Letitia Dean. Like Zola, Carboni is also a dead ball magician. This shot so perfect, it moved little Benny to tears. The main criticism of the 24-year-old playmaker used to be that his flashes of brilliance were few and far between. The move to Inter, though, seems to have done the trick, and moments like this are occurring on an impressively regular basis. Benito Carboni, a player worth keeping your eye on. It could be the next big thing. This next player is now approaching the end of his career, but to many, Roberto Mancini remains the golden boy of Italian football. A suspect temperament, though, has always held Mancho back. Check the finger-wagging reaction to this stunning volley. Despite all the sulking, though, moments like this make it all worthwhile.
Up by Manini. This is Mancini.
Well, there's no substitute for class, Peter, is there? We've had a bit of a pop at him this afternoon. He really hasn't performed to the sort of standards we know Mancini. A lovely little through ball through to him, and there he is. He's half turned already. Knows exactly where he is. Knows exactly where Bucci is. And look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That's his 100th goal.
For Sampdoria.
Yeah, remarkable stuff. There you see, he's already half turned. He knows exactly where everybody is. And a little dink over the goalkeeper as he comes out. Great goal. There is no substitute for class, and the way he beat Bucci there was just fantastic.
Unfortunately for the ravishing Rui Costa, there is a substitute for him. He moved to Fiorentina from Benfica in 1994 and was soon proving he had looks and talent. Mysteriously, though, Costa has fallen out of favour somewhat with Fiorentina coach Claudio Ranieri. The Portuguese star rarely completes a game these days, a fact made all the stranger by this kind of thing. Would you substitute a player capable of taking on an entire team single-handed? Coaches, eh? And we finish this section with a player who remains the star of our little artistic salon. Whether with Juve or Milan, Roberto Baggio is a divine talent.
Not a bad ball in, taken well by Del Piero. And the goalkeeper came out so quickly. Baggio to fire it back in, and he has scored. Roberto Baggio. Such awareness shown then by the genius in the number 10 shirt, Roberto Baggio.
Well, he took an almighty knock then, and this is Roberto Baggio. The referee's allowed the advantage. He showed too much of it to Valeri. He's through though. Oh, that's a stunning goal by Roberto Baggio. Well, his determination to have a shot on goal was eventually rewarded by one of the outstanding goals of his career. Valeri thought he'd won it. Sacchetti tried to pinch the ball off him, but Robbie Baggio was determined to add to his 3 Serie A goals he's claimed this season.
Well, sadly, that marks pretty much the end of our gallop through this galaxy of glorious goals. But hold on, because there are still 1 or 2 nuggets of golden goodness up our sleeves. We finish off indeed with our selection, in no particular order, of the best goals featured in this video. Hope you agree with us. If not, why not go back and watch the whole thing all over again? It's an idea. Anyway, arrivederci from me, and we leave you with those top 10 net twitchers.
Quarter. The movement from Savicevic and from Weah. This is Baggio. Weah. Oh, great goal from George Weah. And the FIFA World Player of the Year is back with a vengeance. That's Ravanelli's cross off VIALLI! What a strike by Gianluca VIALLI, that's his hat-trick. A venomous drive by VIALLI. Ravanelli, who supplied the pass right into his path and struck so clinically past Duardo by VIALLI. Away comes Pin. Now Zola. Managing to evade the challenge from Signori. He's got Benarivo outside him. ANDREA through the middle here. ANDREA with the shots! Oh, magnificent goal!
Well, that's a candidate for goal of the season. I actually think Zola's ball into him, Peter, was probably meant for the wide man, but ANDREA got it down immediately. And he's hit an unstoppable volley with his left foot. What a goal.
Oh, it's a wonder goal from Del Piero. This was astonishing. He could well have won the game for Juventus.
Off goes Zola now. Super skill by Zola. ANDREA deceiving Rossi. Two, well saved by Zenga. In goes Zola. Black was with him. Is ANDREA? It's two. Fabulous goal. Zola and ANDREA tormenting Sampdoria there. Almost at the halfway stage in the first half, and they have now the cushion of the second goal. Zenga, who saved well initially, but couldn't keep out the second one from Faustino ANDREA. VIALLI, it's a good ball in, and a goal! Ravanelli! Terrific header!
He wanted to score that, Ravanelli. That was a fantastic goal.
Del Piero has made the run! Oh, what a goal for Del Piero! That's a beauty!
That's real class. He's made the run, it's gone into the back of the defence, it's another forward early ball, and he's volleyed it with the outside of his right foot, and it's gone over the keeper and dipped under the bar. A wonderful goal.
Batistuta, now Rui Costa. Such intelligent distribution then. Goallllazzo. Batistuta, is this going to be number two? Oh, what a strike by Gabriel Batistuta. 75 and it's gone. That's another fabulous goal by the Argentine international.
Yeah, he took an almighty knock then, and this is Roberto Baggio. The referee's allowed the advantage. He showed too much of it to Valeri. He's through though. Oh, that's a stunning goal by Roberto Baggio. Well, his determination to have a shot on goal was eventually rewarded by one of the outstanding goals of his career.